I've had the pleasure of hanging around some really cool and amazing women who've actually found men or found the right man for themselves. And I'm going to share with you some things that I've learned. First thing is to no more rehearsing the past. Like avoiding rehearsing every situationship, every relationship that did not go right for you. Like not replaying it over and over again. It was a habit I had for the longest time till I noticed like it's not helping me at all. And it's not moving me forward. Something that Carolyn Miss said was stop asking yourself depressing questions that have no answer. They literally don't even have a solution. And you're just talking about these and you're talking about what happened in your head by yourself, and it's consuming and time wasting, right? It wastes your time. Because it doesn't matter that he didn't choose you to be his fiance or his wife. What he did was show you that he was not God's best for you. He was God's best for somebody else. And that you're God's best for someone else. You know, that's something that he did prove. So trying to go back and forth over figuring out why it didn't work is not helping your next best self. It's not helping your next relationship either. So that's number one. How to find the right man is to focus on attracting the right man by moving that ex out of that seat, or moving him out of that heart space, or moving him out of your soul, meaning there's no soul tie anymore. How you attract the next one is to get rid of the first one that is consuming your thoughts. Number two, become the greatest and the most paramount woman any man, any business owner, any partner, anybody has ever met. Become the greatest and the most paramount version of yourself, because that's what you're going to attract back. This is how you do it. Number one is you grant yourself permission to do the things that you keep putting off. There are things, you're watching this video, so there are things tucked away in your heart, tucked away in your soul, tucked away in your spirit that you're supposed to be doing right now. You're supposed to be focusing on those things. There are some books that you have in you. There are some blogs. There's an organization. There's an association. There is a club that is not going to start without you. You are a boss. You are a leader. Leader starts though. There are people that look up to you right now. You have little cousins that you don't even know that get on your Instagram every single day and just look at your pictures. Like, and not because they like obsessed with you or anything, but they admire you. You have people that look up to you right now, you know? So what are you doing to take yourself to the next level? Because they are trying to see if it's possible. You are the possibility for the next generation of your family. You are. Number two, take the time to figure out what you treasure about yourself. What do you admire about yourself? It's so funny because like when other people, you know, say they have admirers or people they look up to, like I love me some J-Lo, honey, you know, but I had to figure out what I treasure about myself, what I admire about me. And one thing I admire is my loyalty and love for a friend. Like it doesn't matter if I move across the city or I move to another state. I'm going to try to keep our relationship. You know, I'm going to keep calling. I'm going to keep investing time. Like I had friends fly across the country, you know, for my 30th birthday because I took time to invest in those relationships. And California is it's not a cheap place to fly to, especially from the East Coast, honey. You know, when you take that time to invest in other people are willing to invest that back into you. So my question to you is, what is it that you treasure about yourself? What do you like about yourself? Because other people can't treasure things about you and you don't even know that it's there, you know? Number three is put together a travel group. Put together a list of things that you want to do. Put together a group of friends that, you know, you might want to do these things with. Or put together a list that you're going to do by yourself. You know, it's the time. It's time to start knocking some of those things off, because the time that you think you're going to have in your next situationship or relationship, you may not have. Number four is get to the place where you no longer function from a broken heart. And you all have to go watch my video on how to rebuild from a broken heart. Meaning bitterness is not the first thing that comes out of your mouth. When you get to that place, you're an attractive person to have a conversation with. Like the first thing that comes out your mouth isn't what somebody did to you or, you know, oh, the reason why I'm single because all these men out here trifling. That's a bitter statement. You know what I'm saying? Or, you know, I don't hang out with them because they just talk too much. Or maybe you talk too much, you know? Like the first thing that doesn't come out your mouth isn't shade or bitterness. Like the first thing that comes out of your mouth. Even sometimes, like I make jokes all the time, but when I get back in my car or I'm headed somewhere where it's quiet, I'm like, that was a bitter comment. Like, you didn't have to say that. And sometimes we're just trying to be funny or trying to start a conversation, but we have to evaluate that stuff because it's coming from somewhere. In order to find the right person to be with, we have to continuously be the right person ourselves first. That's number 2 with 4 steps inside of it. But number 3, let him find you. Men love to chase. Men want to know, you know, they like to tell the story that they saw you across the room. That stuff is not dead. I hear it all the time. I work with women. I'm a self-love coach, so I work with women all the time. I hear these stories all the time. Chivalry is not dead. There are great men out there. There really is. Let him find you. Let him approach you. I suggest always. It's so funny. A lot of my coaches say the same thing. Go to conferences. Go to networking events. Go to seminars. Go to socials. If your friends say, "Hey, I have a coworker I think is really nice." A lot of people say the person that you're going to marry or be with 9 times out of 10 is related to somebody in your phone. Like you already know that person, or they're a person from the past, or they're connected to somebody that's in your phone. So if somebody's like, "Girl, I think y'all be great together," go. Why not go on a date? You know, see what's popping. You know, be open to the possibility. You know, maybe not look for ways to be on every single dating website in America, but maybe if you want to online date, you know, pick 1 or 2 and just look for the seriousness of a person. A lot of times you won't know, but you can detect foolishness real quick, especially if they talking about something, what you're doing at 2 a.m. It's like, sir, I can't, we can't. Anyway, it's so funny because I grew up with a brother. We're 13 months apart, and his friends were always over the house. So I would listen to their conversations and how they'll talk about women. Y'all, it wasn't good. But it prepared me, it helped me with the mindset of men, you know. So don't get tricked into the foolishness, you know, be conscious. Listen to other men or males on YouTube and read male books, because you're never going to date a woman. Well, some people might. But if you want to date a man, if you want to know the mindset of a man, study men. Men study women. They pay close attention. You know, if you want to find the right man, not only become the right woman, but study the person that you want to be with. I read stuff on men all the time, how they think. And I love asking men questions, and I shut up and I listen. Because if I'm going to be with a man, I need to know or try to understand how they think. I don't want to be the man, but I want to understand the person that I'm with, you know, understand how they think. And what I love about a woman and the women that I coach and the women that actually watch my videos is something that I'm so clear about, is that you are so special that God says that you're greater than rubies. I was reading an article, I think it was 2015, and someone purchased a ruby for like over $30 million. God says you are worth more than a ruby. I mean, you are priceless, you're matchless, like there's no one like you. But just thinking about that as far as like numerically, you're worth more than that. You are worth a call back. You're worth a text back. You are worth consistency. You're worth somebody taking you on a date and seeing God's best in you. You're worth so much more than just, when I'm free, I'm gonna hit you up or whatever. You're worth more than that because you're great enough. That's who you are. I want you all to do me a favor and click in the link, click in the description on the link. And it's a happiness agreement that I came up with, a happiness guide. Trust me, guys, this guide is like my best friend. It's something I have to go back to very consistently. So click on the link in the description. Make sure you all subscribe, and I will see you all on the next video.